What a dick. Welcome to our review of Writings on the Wall by Sam Smith, which is for the James Bond 24, is it, I believe?
Yeah, 24.
Yeah, his 24th movie, Spectre. And we're just gonna be reviewing the song. And yeah, I'm here with Connor.
Hello.
What's up? And we are here with Jack, but he's decided to go listen to it one more time because he loves it so much. So yeah, he's very passionate about the song. He really likes it. Uh, just before we
Yeah,
get
sorry.
into it, what were you expecting, Connor?
I was expecting something that we didn't end up with. I mean, I literally didn't know what to expect because that's it's basically like that with every Bond theme. Like it can be anything. You know, it can be a rock song. It can be a ballad, like it was. It can be anything.
A love
Um,
song?
yeah, it was just I mean, my expectations weren't actually that high because, like, I think it was a day or two before it was announced that Sam Smith was doing the song. That he kind of gave it away on Twitter that he was doing it. And the minute that tweet was posted, all expectations just went out the window because I honestly do not like Sam Smith at all. He's, I mean, I can't say that he can't sing because he clearly can, but he's just so generic and so, you know, he's far too general he's just this normal boy singer that, you know, nothing special about him at all or about his voice. So it's like, you know, I was never going to expect anything like a Shirley Bassey song or, you know, Lulu or Duran Duran or, you know, etc. Like we've got in the past with James Bond. But just horrible, 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 horrible thing. Nothing worked at all. The only thing that was remotely Bondish about this theme was like the first 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah, the orchestra.
Yeah, with the orchestra, and then it just descended into a pit of fucking idiocy and blatant disrespect for the franchise because I think he wrote the song in like 20 minutes. Like if I was ever given the chance to do a Bond theme, I would at least have taken my time over it and not just written down the first shite thing that I thought of, which he clearly did, because I mean, while we saw in the trailer, the first one, something that, you know, could relate to the song, because James Bond's name was written on the memorial wall. Nothing else in the lyrics seemed to resonate with anything in the film that we've seen so far in the trailer or in, you know, sneak peeks or previews or whatever, or pictures. You know, it just nothing
Yeah,
fits with the overall tone of the film,
that's
from my
true.
part anyway.
Oh look, Jack's back from listening to his favorite song.
Sorry about that. My iPhone literally died as soon as that hangout started. Um,
That's alright. We know you wanted to go watch your favorite song again, listen to it. Get it in your head.
yeah, yeah. I mean, writings on the wall. Fuck this song. Just fuck it. I mean, it's a piece of shit. This music video as well. I mean, it was interesting seeing the shots of Daniel Craig and Spectre, but like my opinion on the song and my opinion on the video is, well, first off, the song is just absolute bollocks. You know, I mean, the only good bit of it is the start, the da-na-na-na-na, but then after that, completely goes downhill when he starts singing. The lyrics, the tune's just, you know, crap. You know, the you know, so shit. I mean,
Like a cat getting skinned.
yeah, exactly. But it sounds like, you know, he's inhaling fucking helium, you know, something like that. Like, it sounds like he's, you know,
He sounds like his balls are in like an electric eel tank and they're like slapping him and he's like
yeah, it's like he's inhaling it's like he's inhaling helium. Like he got a balloon pump and then pumped it into his mouth and went.
whilst he has like electric wired up to his nipples.
Yeah, it's just so fucking awful. And you know, Sam Smith should be ashamed of himself. I mean, he said he only came up with it in 20 minutes. It's like, you know, well fucking done. Well done, Sam Smith. 20 minutes to write a Bond song? Wow, yeah. Well, of course it's gonna be great, you know. Oh, just fuck off. I mean, seriously, just fuck off. I mean, the song, it's just crap. I mean, I don't understand why it's getting so much praise. Like, it went to #1 immediately. That's because everybody just pre-ordered it because they couldn't hear the full version on fucking YouTube. I mean, the song, it's just embarrassing to listen to. It's so embarrassing. You're just like, you know, I'd be embarrassed to call this a Bond song. I'd be embarrassed to give it in and say, there you go. I mean, you know, if I'm Sam Mendes, I'd say, really? This is the tune you came up with? Go back and rewrite it. You know, 20 minutes? Just fuck off, you know. And there are rumors already that they want him back for the new Bond song because this has sold so much, you know. Please, Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson, please don't do that. You don't need Sam Smith. He's a crap singer. The lyrics don't make any sense. You know, when he starts talking high-pitched, it's just so embarrassing. You know, if he talked in his normal voice, that would be okay. But instead, you know, it's a high-pitched, it's just like so crap. You know, the writings on the wall. You know, it's just so stupid. You know, I mean, it's not the worst Bond song. Don't get me wrong. That still goes to Die Another Day, but it's definitely down there. It is down there. It's like number 20, you know, 2 or whatever. I mean, it's just so bad. It's just rubbish. I mean, and you know, he should be completely ashamed of himself, and you know, he should never return because you know this song is fucking awful. And I'm never gonna, like, you know, I mean, I watch Spectre, but you know, I'm just gonna put fucking earmuffs on my head and listen to this. I mean, you know, they were gonna ask Adele back. They, you know, Craig wanted Adele back, and to be honest, that would have been a lot better than Sam Smith. It would have been a heck of a lot better than Sam Smith. You know, at least she would have come up with something decent. I mean, I'm not a fan of Adele, but Skyfall was a great song. And if you got her back, it would have been much better than Sam Smith. You know, I mean, at least she can sing, unlike Sam Smith, who just breaks his voice for a whole fucking video. You know, it's basically showing that Sam Smith his voice can break. You know, just absolute crap.
Fair enough. I should have probably put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video stating that all these opinions are not mine. But no, I completely agree with what you're saying. I don't like when I first heard it, I was like waiting for it all day. I kept missing it, and then I finally sat down and listened to it. And at first I was like, I couldn't hear a word that was going on. All I could hear was so I had to look at the lyrics as well, and I could kind of pin together what he was actually saying. And at first I was like, okay, it's nowhere near as good as Skyfall, or what I was gonna like kind of expecting, because he's not a bad singer. I've heard a couple of his other songs. He's a bit high pitched, but not as high pitched as this. So I was kind of like, oh, it's a bit disappointing, but not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. The more I listen to it now, the more it is driving me insane, and the more I'm going, oh my god, can you please turn it off? The radio plays it non-stop. It's just, and it's making me like go mad. So I've really, it's just slowly sinking to the bottom for me. It's given me a headache on several occasions. Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think it's terrible, but I just think he should have spent more time on it. This was the,
want to drill a hole in my head. I mean,
yeah, it's like it was 20 minutes. If you had the privilege of doing a Bond theme, and like let's face it, most musicians would die for the chance to do that. That'd be like the highlight of their career. You would spend time, you'd spend like months on it, not just 20 minutes. Record it once and that's it, because he only recorded it once.
yeah, I mean, it's actually a joke and a spit in the face to the Bond producers, because if you're given this privilege and you only spend 20 minutes on it, that shows really how much you care. I mean, that's he's just basically writing down the first shitty thing that comes into his head. I mean, all the classic Bond themes. You're right. They took months to produce. They took weeks and days and months. But this only 20 minutes. I mean, you look at like a classic song like "Nobody Does It Better" or "Goldfinger." That took months to write and record, and this only 20 minutes and he recorded it once. Just fucking pathetic. It's just spitting in the the fans of Bond. If you're only gonna take 20 minutes over it, give it to someone who cares and will actually put time and effort into it.
Yeah, like there was a couple of rejected themes that have been put on YouTube now, and they're not the best. And I think I don't know if Connor's heard them, but I know Jack has, and I know you
haven't
agree.
heard them.
Oh, they're not the best. I'll say like Jack probably agrees with me on that. They're nowhere near the best, but they're a lot better than this.
Who
And,
sang them?
it was an unknown artist, hence why they weren't considered big enough to be put forward. Which is a
Oh, I've
shame.
heard that one. I have heard that one. Actually. Yeah, that was a good one. I liked that one.
Yeah, and I think it's just so disappointing when it could have been a lot better than that, and I think everyone knows that. I just feel 20 minutes. I mean, come on, and it just felt like the build up, the orchestra was great. Like the first 5 minutes, I was kind of like, okay, this could go somewhere. I'm just waiting for the big dramatic. It's just like so slow, and it didn't have a big. It was a big build up to nothing, and it was just.
Yeah.
For me, it was a shame. Like after Skyfall, it wasn't going to be like Skyfall was hard to top, but
I agree. Like, I mean, the start of it was really good and set in the mood, but after that, it just went completely downhill.
so unfortunately for me, if I have to rate this, at first we'd be giving it like a 6. Now I'm going to give it like a 2 or a 3 because
Yeah,
it's driving me mad just hearing it all the time. And just like, please, just no more.
Yeah, I'll give it my rating would be a 1 out of 10. Just for the start, that was good, but the rest, shit.
I'll give it a 0 then, because it's just horrible.
I'm going to stick to a 2. Because
2, 1, and 0.
I don't want any dislikes. But no,
So overall, out of 30, we give it 3.
well done, Sam Smith. You're through to the next round. God, but what do you guys think about the actual music video itself? Do you think that helped out the song, or?
Sorry, go ahead.
It kind of showed off some new footage, I suppose, a little bit, but apart from that, the only good thing about it was seeing Daniel Craig and Christoph and Lea Seydoux and Monica Bellucci and all the main cast that are so much better than Sam Smith and will always be so much better than Sam Smith. But other than that, it was just horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
So you're not a fan?
I'm not a fan at all.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What about you, Jack? What do you think the video brought to?
The music video, I'm pretty much in agreement with Connor. I mean, there wasn't much to it, to be honest. It was just, Sam Smith singing, and we had him dressed up in the Bond suit, and he just looked so ridiculous and just so, stupid. And the whole music video itself was just, I mean, the only good things in it were some of the new footage that they showed, like Craig in the desert with Leia Seydoux. And yeah, the only really good things in the trailer were Leia Seydoux and Daniel Craig. That was it. I mean, the rest of it was just crap. And was it just me? But like, why did he copy the background of Skyfall, like the
Yeah.
British coffins? This isn't
Yeah,
Skyfall. This is Spectre, for fuck's sake. And it was just so corny and cheesy as well. And at the end when he was singing, he just stops singing and he looks into the camera. It was just so cringeworthy. I mean, the video really added nothing to it apart from some new footage. But yeah, it was crap. I mean, the song and video together, both of them are equally as shit. So there you go.
Was it just me or the bit at the end where Sam Smith when he was like, but like he didn't speak, he had stopped singing, but his voice was still playing. I just thought that was extremely cheesy.
yeah,
And
that's
a
horrible.
terrible way to end the video. And like him trying to be Bond, it was just a bit like
Yeah,
cringe.
I mean, particularly, I mean, like him trying to be Bond. I mean, it's nothing against his sexual orientation, but particularly when he's gay. I mean, it's like we're having a gay Bond here or something.
Whoa. All opinions expressed by Jack. Jack's opinions.
Oh, no one's watching this, so who cares?
We've got one viewer actually, and we're gonna have to make this an 18 plus now.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I'm only joking.
no,
Like,
I was only just saying that, he's it didn't really make sense him dressing up as Bond when he's gay, because, Bond's a bit of a woman's man, that's what I meant.
I don't even think it's about him being gay. I just think it's cringy. Like, no one else dresses up as Bond. Like, it just felt wrong.
Yeah,
It just felt like it's out of place. It's like his job's to sing, not to act.
yeah,
I know he didn't actually do anything acting wise, but it felt a bit like know your place. You're not like I don't know. It just like he could have been a lot better, and he's not a terrible singer, but because I've heard a couple of his other songs, and I wouldn't listen to myself because they're so high pitched, but they're not that high pitched and they're not that bad. I think it's just really lazy and quite just like it's just so wrong when people who have talent are put down because they're not that well known compared to him.
exactly. It's the same with movies as well and stuff. It's like if you're not a well-known director, then it's like we're not giving you a chance. I mean, that's the thing now. Creativity has gone down the fucking toilet. I mean, you look at movies, you look at music, it's all gone down the fucking drain.
Yeah.
But did you bit of like movie gossip we'll add into this to kind of cheer this up a bit after this depressing ear shrieking brain melting whatever you want to call it. Did you hear that the Terminator sequels are still going ahead?
I heard that they were stopped.
They've been put on pause, but they're still going ahead. What they're doing is they're going to take a year out to like ask the public what they would want for the sequels, what they didn't like about Genesis. Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And, what they did, what they didn't like, so they can kind of make the best sequels, but they're still going ahead because of how well it did in China.
Hmm.
So are you guys happy about that?
I am actually because even though Terminator Genesis wasn't like the best film ever, I thought it was a pretty damn good reboot to the Terminator franchise. It was better than the last two, and I'm interested to see where they're going to go with this trilogy because I mean there were a few unexplained things from Terminator Genesis, like well, how did John Connor become a Terminator, and I'd like to see how the story ends. I actually think that it's going to be it'll be quite interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm more looking forward to it than Jurassic World 2. I mean, Jurassic World 2. I'm sorry. I mean, I like Jurassic World, but Jurassic Park has had its day. You know, if they had ended it with Jurassic World, I'd been completely fine. But it's like, what more can you do with dinosaurs? And also, like, calling it Jurassic World 2 is just a really arrogant title. It's like, okay, we're ignoring the first three films. It's like, yeah, it's like this is the second film now. It's like, yeah, fuck off. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the new Terminator if it's any good.
Fair enough. What about you, Connor?
If they're doing that to make the film better, then I can't fault it. You know, it's a good move. I like Genesis a lot, actually. It was a good reboot. So I can wait another year for the sequel. You know, I'm not overly tempted to see the second part of that. But you know, a good move. I say by the movie industry, the studios that made Genesis. And it's a shame that more franchises actually can't do that because they end up bringing out, you know, shite sequels.
Yeah, and like, did you hear? Sorry, did you hear that Sam Smith's gonna compose the new music for it?
Is it?
Yeah, he's gonna be singing Terminator on the Wall.
Oh, great.
I bet Jack's looking forward to that.
What?
Terminator on the Wall by Sam Smith.
Oh God. Actually,
Terminator on the Wall.
you know what's quite funny? I was watching Rise of the Planet of the Apes recently, and they had Genesis in it, like GENISYS, like in Terminator Genesis. I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah, they're filming Planet of the Apes right now. War.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. But yeah. Anything else you want to say about?
No, it's a shite song, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, it's utter crap. I hope it burns in hell. That's it, really.
Before we go, I just want to say, where would you put it on your like scale of Bond themes? Would it be at the top, middle, or below? And out of all of those, whereabouts would it be in that section?
Between the exceptionally bland From Russia with Love, which is still an amazing, 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 amazing film. It's actually my favourite Bond film. And Die Another Day. And I mean, the only reason why I fault From Russia with Love and rate it so low is because it's bland. There's nothing really to it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I think it's a great song, but I disagree. But may it be below, and it be at the very bottom next to Die Another Day. Not just, I mean, Die Another Day is still the worst, but it's still a close second at number 22. So yeah.
So I was gonna say, do you think Die Another Day could possibly be a bit better in certain aspects?
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, at least Madonna's good to look at. No.
Come on, you know you fancy Sam Smith.
Oh God.
You know you like to look at those buns.
Oh. No. Is it possibly worse than Die Another Day? It could be. I don't know. I mean, the only good thing about the song is the na 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 na, and it doesn't go on and on and on like Die Another Day, and the lyrics aren't as stupid like Die Another Day, and it isn't computerized like Die Another Day. So
let's be honest, it might have been better if it was computerized.
Oh God. Is it worse than Die Another Day? I think no, it's not. I mean, it's close, but it's not as bad. But yeah.
Fair enough. I think that's it. Do you want to? Should we end it there?
Yeah.
Goodbye for now. Like and subscribe.